just real quick, some things on the amplifier I want to take you through. These buttons across the top here are, if you have a pedal, which possibly in the future you might get a foot pedal, these change you from cleans to what we call dirty or distortion. Okay, so right now, if we turn our volume up just a little bit, that's all you'll need to get a good sound out of here. Okay, let's turn all these off for now. So the first one is clean. Clean is for your nice clean sounds, which I'm on a tune. The next one is crunch, which is a little bit dirtier than a clean. Okay. The next one is metal, which I think might be one of your favorites, and that is your. And then we have insane rock star setting, and it actually is the insane button. It's pretty much the same as the metal. So those are your settings, your main settings that you can start with. Okay. Across the top here are your buttons. Your drive controls the amount of distortion. So right now, if I'm in here on the metal setting, if I take this drive and turn it all the way down, you'll notice that it sounds clean. The drive is what gives it its distortion. There's no reason for any of these buttons to ever go past the halfway point for the drive or for the volume. Okay? Yeah, that's plenty of distortion. If I turn it up even just a little bit more than that, you can't even hardly tell the difference. So your drive is for the distortion. The bass, the mid, and the treble can all be just a little bit above the halfway point. And as you start to get the feel for the guitar and start to feel for songs and stuff, you can adjust those to be what you want them to be adjusted to. But once again, these buttons shouldn't go any further than just a little tiny bit past halfway. These three buttons, the bass, the mid, and the treble, no reason for them to go past halfway. This one is called your channel volume. This is like a regulator to make sure that you don't play it too loud. It's something new I haven't seen, so you have to read the manual. Make sure you understand what channel volume is. If I turn this down a little bit, the sound gets a little lower. If I turn it up, it allows me to play it a little higher. The channel volume, I'm going to say safely, should just sit at the halfway point. Okay? We'll skip these two. Let's get to your master volume. Your master volume, if you notice, just a little bit past the off point, it's still pretty loud. I don't ever want this master volume to be any further than halfway. Halfway is still really loud. So there's no reason for this to ever go past halfway. If you start turning it up too far and start really trying to mash this thing and rock it out, you're going to blow the amp up. It's not meant to be that kind of amp. You're not on stage playing a rock star show, okay? So I don't want this volume to be up really high. Otherwise, the life of the amp is going to go. Halfway is good, okay? Your effects, you have a couple different effects buttons. You can play with the effects buttons. You can read about them in the manual. Some of them do different things. Let's see here, like the tremolo. So effects. Yes, I'll turn it down. Jeez, I'm getting yelled at for keeping it up too loud over here, and you're not even home.
I just don't think it's gonna like it'll probably just sound like noise.
No,
with
it's not a phone,
microphone.
sweetheart. It's a camera. I'm glad we get to edit this one too. It's not a phone, Jen. It's a camera. It's taking HD video. It's probably digital. Recording to digital audio, I would assume. So when you play it back, it should sound pretty good. Just like when we record concerts with the camera. Remember we were recording the point and shoot and it sounded good? It shouldn't be any different. The point should be across the fact that it's really loud or it's not really loud. So we're not recording right now, right? Or we are? Why? Stop it.